All right, y'all. This seems to be a technical difficulty night, so bear with me. Let's hope for the best. Let's get it popping now. Uh, yeah. Friday night. Trying to get this whole broadcast right. Everything is going to be okay. That's what I say. But sometimes we have a couple of little delays. And I play the way that I want. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I'm not going front. Tonight is a Friday night, Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday is our day. And we're talking about knowing where your place is. Knowing your place. You know, a lot of times when you talk about knowing your place, especially when it comes to male and female relations, nobody wants to so-called know their place. They want to say that their place is wherever they choose to be. But there are plenty of other situations where we know our place right from the beginning. And knowing our place is really nothing but knowing what our role is. But for some reason, we don't like the way that knowing there are plenty of situations that are out of our control that we could probably have control of, where we stay in our place. I told y'all that we haven't. This is going to be a technical difficulty tonight. Night tonight. I'm a little concerned, but we're gonna do what we gotta do, and everything is gonna be okay. One way or another, yes, we're gonna do it today. All right, hold on. I know some things I can do to try to, like, let me close some of these windows and see if that helps. And it normally does. Let's see. Let me see if that is for this PC. Honestly, I shouldn't have any problems. I should be good to go. I should be cool in the game. I should be all love, baby. I don't like that. No likey. All right, let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also on this Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We're talking about knowing where your place is. Knowing where your place is. Stay in your place. Are you a woman? Stay in your place. You are a man. Yo, stay in your place. You are a child. You stay in a place. Stay in a child's place. Like I said, we don't like the sound of it. But we know that there are times when we have to do just that. And there are also times when we insist, suggest, or recommend that somebody else do the same thing. Stay in your place. You know, if somebody tries to get you to involve yourself in something that you don't want to be involved in, or if they try to get you to do something that you don't want to do, or if they try to trespass, on you in an area where they are not welcome, you will more than welcome them to stay in their place. Like, yo, no. What we not gonna do, I said, what we're not gonna do is have you coming over here trying to regulate this thing of ours. That's what we're not gonna do. So I'm gonna need you to stay in your place. Don't speak out of turn. For example, when somebody speaks about somebody that you care about, somebody that's dear to your heart, somebody that you love, like your spouse or your kids or your parents, something like that. Unless that person is directly involved, and sometimes even if they are directly involved in your personal dealings with a situation, but unless they are personally involved in that situation, you might invite them to uninvite themselves into that situation, or you might reject their interjection. You might reject their comments, their feelings, their interaction, whatever the case may be. Like, wait. The only person that can talk about my woman is me. The only person that can talk about my man is me. The only person that can talk about my mom. Listen, don't say nothing about my mom unless you saying that she looks really nice and that she was the greatest mom ever. I don't think that you need to say anything about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. I used to mess with this girl, and years later, when we weren't messing around anymore, she asked about my mom. And I told her how my mom was doing or whatever. And she said something about my mom's health, but she didn't say it from a concern standpoint. She said it like from, like, yeah, your mom be doing this, she got to watch herself. And I was like, nah, babe. Nah. I'm fully aware, and anybody is fully aware that my mom has health issues. But you gotta say that in a certain type of way. If you're not saying that from a place of concern, a place of love, or whatever, and it may not have been that's not what she was doing, but that's not the way it came off. And so I had to put her in a place. Like, nah, you ain't got nothing to say about my mom. You ain't got nothing to say about her. Worry about your own mom. Worry about your grandma. Because you ain't even close with your mom. You ain't got no mom. Yeah, you a motherless, basically. You was raised by your grandma, so you ain't got no mom. And it wasn't right for me to feel that way, but like, hold on, you cross. With me, one thing about me is when it comes to people's parents, I understand where the line is. I do. Like, yo, don't speak about nobody. I don't care if you speak about your parents. I ain't joining in with that. I know my place. My place is over here. You know your parents in a way that I don't know nothing about. So, other than, oh man, what can I do to help? Or, no, she seemed okay to me. Hey, man, that's my girl right there. I ain't got nothing. Or that's my man. He all right with me. He seemed cool. But no, I'm not going to join in when you talking about your parents, when you talking negatively about your parents and all that. I'm not joining in because really that ain't my place. It's not my place to do that. And later on, when things ain't good between you and I, you want to let me know that that's not my place. You're going to let me know. So if it won't be my place later on when things ain't sweet, then it ain't going to be my place when things are sweet. And I'm also going to let you know the same thing. If you have any questions about my parents or whatever, like I can talk about my parents like dogs. I don't, but there's certain things. But I reserve the right to share what I want to share because I was there. I'm involved. So whatever you hear me say about mine, of course, you're getting my version. You don't know if I've left out some pertinent information. You don't know if I'm speaking from a place of being spoiled or bitter or rejected or angry or frustrated or bratty or what. You don't know. Now, I'm responsible enough not to do that, but you don't know that. And because it even surprises me how accurately I tried to tell a story, even where I have some accountability in it, I can't expect other people to do that because a lot of times they don't. Most times they don't. People usually tell you stories in a way that will garner your sympathy. You know, they tell you the story in a way that you can agree with them as far as how they want to be viewed in that story. So you got to know your place. And that's my whole point. Know your place, know your role, know your place. You know, if I'm your man, you my woman, I'm gonna stay in a man's place. I don't want to have nothing to do with your role, but I will let you know your role and your place. So you try to come over to my place and my role. We not doing that. I'm not interested in that. And I'll let you know up front. We not doing that. Now, like I said, we don't like to hear it. We don't like to hear somebody else tell us what place to stay in. You know, especially black people. You know how we get. Let a white person tell us to stay in our place, and we be going all crazy. Even though there are times when we have a place to stay in. Now, I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. Since a lot of black people act like they don't know their place, even though our place gets mushed in our face day after day after day. Every time an unarmed black man or woman gets killed by the police, we are staying in our place. We're in our place. Whenever so-called authority figures, and when we try to step up and match that authority as if we're equal, we get shown where our place is. And our place might be 6 feet underground with a big investigation that's going nowhere, you know what I mean, surrounded around it. So yeah, we know our place, even if we don't want to acknowledge it. You don't always have to acknowledge it on right there on site, but you will be shown your place. The evidence is everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's not like you can't rise above your current condition, like step up individually, but you can't expect everybody else to be able to do that. You're still in your place, even if your place has elevated above some of the others that you are associated with. Y'all are still in y'all place. I saw a Facebook friend of mine put up an interesting post today, and they were talking about. They said we're not in a recession. We're in a Joe session, which is actually worse than a recession. And I'm like, listen. So now that Facebook friend is black, and I'm not in the business of advocating for any politician. I don't give a shit who it is. I don't care if they black, white, Hispanic, fucking Martian, green alien. It don't matter, because no matter who sits in the White House, guess what? Guess where my people sit? They sit in the fucking crack house. And nobody has changed that. Even the one black president that we had, he didn't elevate our condition, not as a whole. He may his ability to obtain that position may have elevated some of our consciousness, but it didn't elevate our position. Socially, economically, and politically, we remain the same. So what we on? We on our 46th president, and our condition is all this last president's fault? That's what we said about 45. We said it was all 45's fault. I don't know. To me, it seemed like it was 46, 45, 44, 43, 2, 1, 40, 39, 38. You just keep counting all the way down to 1. If you count down to 1, we in slavery. And as you get up to around let's see, the Emancipation Proclamation. This is Juneteenth weekend. Yeah. So technically, we were supposed to be freed in 1863, but it really didn't happen until 1866 because of Texas and they bullshit. The great state of fucking Texas. And that's when the mental slavery starts. So I'm not sure which number president, but it was after Lincoln. It was after Lincoln got shot. So whatever number he was, and now the name of the president that succeeded Abraham Lincoln after his assassination. We've been in the same condition. We've been in the same condition. So a few niggas then got a few coins. We done made a few millionaires and billionaires out of a few. All of them in entertainment. All of them. Every last fucking one of them. Every last billionaire that we know of, black billionaire, is in entertainment. We running around here like, yeah, we getting it. Are you crazy? And it's Joe Biden's fault? You must be out of your goddamn mind. You know what I mean? So, but I recognize where our place is. I know where our role is. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't care whether you are a 5-figure nigga, 6-figure nigga, 7-figure nigga. All of the majority of y'all are 4 and 5 figures. That's it. That's it. You can't separate yourself far enough in order to elevate everybody else. But these dumbass fools let these politicians and these networks think that they really doing something. You gotta stay in your place. Stay in your place. Well, you know what? Let me correct that. You don't have to stay in your place, but you have to understand where your place is. You have to understand where your place is. You don't stay out of your group's place just because you've moved up a little bit. It don't work that way. It don't work that way at all. Sorry for my passion. But this shit be killing me. I'm watching this bullshit. And then some cat responded to my comment because I put a comment on there, responded, basically speaking to that. Like, it doesn't. How is Joe Biden our biggest problem? Now that everybody is fucked. Now that whether you're black, white, Latino, whatever, Asian or whatever, now that everybody is fucked. Now where are we? Now we can talk about being we. I see this. Man, I see that. I see I'm buffering over there on YouTube. Bear with me, y'all. There's nothing I can really do about it, but bear with me. But if y'all didn't hear me, what I was saying was now that the whole country is in this fucked up condition that has been brewing for years, now we are. Now we can amalgamate ourselves, lump ourselves in, blend in, mix ourselves in to everybody. Now that everybody is suffering, now we're suffering. It's a we thing? No, it ain't a we thing. It was always just us. It was always just us. Now it's a we. And I'm not saying that we're the only ones that have ever been impoverished and all that kind of things. I know plenty of poor white trash. Plenty. They don't represent their population though. When a black person is poor, guess what? He or she represents their population. When a black person is uneducated, guess what? they represent their population. It's the ones who are educated who don't represent that, aren't skewed. I can see if they may be lying about the actual numbers, but the actual condition is right. When we are underprivileged, when we are undereducated, when we are underpaid, we are representative of our population, and that is representative of our condition. A white person does not share that experience. So when gas prices are through the roof and food prices are through the roof and healthcare is hard to get, and we're in the middle of a so-called pandemic, recession, on our way to a depression, no, I don't become a we then. Y'all caught up to the condition that we've had to suffer with for 500-600 years. No, it ain't no we. Shit, we should actually be able to thrive in this situation. It ain't nothing new. It's just a struggle of a different name. It's a struggle of a different name. Now all of a sudden we got to worry about what the politicians are doing. I mean, you know, how many times have I explained on this show about how the economy do with your personal bank account or your financial condition? The economy is based on big business, corporate business, profits. When they're rich, then the economy is going well. When you're rich, I don't mean nothing. Same thing with the unemployment rate. It doesn't have anything to do with you not being able to get a job. It has everything to do with you collecting unemployment benefits. You don't count in the unemployment rate if you're not collecting unemployment benefits. What kind of bullshit is that? But they fail to mention that on MSNBC or Fox News. So we are in our place, whether we like it or not. We are in our place. So you have to know where your place is. All right, so let's get it popping. What's going on? Let's just say what's up to my people. Carol Chamberlain, my friend, mi favorita. Always great to see you here. It's great to see you. And you carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your site. And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious, greatest pearl in the world. It's always good to see you, girl. And my brother Ansel Jones, yeah. Baltimore Brothers, girls can't leave him alone. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, max and chill. What's up, y'all? Stacey White coming through tonight. It's good to see you. Yo, thanks for coming through. All right, y'all. So, yeah, I'm sorry for my rant. I'm sorry for my rant. But I kind of had to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? That was a little personal. I ain't going to stay personal, though. But knowing where your place is. You know, many want me to stay in my place. My place is whatever I want to be. No, it's not. No, it's not. And if we can agree up front exactly what and where each other's places are, then we can be in agreement, and that way we can be in harmony because we can work it out. If we know exactly what the expectations of each other are. And that's all knowing your place is. Knowing your place is understanding what the expectations of you are. I ain't got no problem with person. I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem. Just wilding out here. They wailing. They wailing out here. But you know, these are some things that we have to deal with. These are some things that we have to deal with. So, said, knowing your place is an important thing to be able to do. And when you do that, then you can go about either improving your role or your place in a situation, or you can go about removing yourself from a place or a situation. But the choice really is yours. It's all yours. So what a guan? What a guan do? What a guan do? Because there are a lot. You have a lot of options here. You have a lot of options here. When we go get a job, we are made aware from the time we fill out that application exactly where our place is and what our role is. And guess what? We don't be having no problem with it. We don't be having no problem with it. Why don't we have a problem with it then, but we want to make a big stink about it when it comes to our personal lives? You ever think about that? I mean, real trap. Have you ever really thought about that? You know what I mean? We know exactly what our role is and what the expectation is when we go get a job that is going to help our financial condition. But your role or where your place is, then you want to give them a hard time. As a matter of fact, you might really go hard at them. You might go as far as to try to eliminate them totally from your memory or your existence, or at the very least your eyesight or your contact. Let me see. What y'all talking about? See what y'all talking about. And so Jones says people work above their job pay grade to move up the ladder, not thinking about the respect or lack thereof when they do. Well, okay. Oh, you say they work above their job and pay grade. Well, there are two ways to look at that. You could look at it like you're working for nothing if you are doing more than you're being paid for. But the only way to ever be offered a position within a company that you already work for, the only way to be offered a position higher than the one that you have is to work up your pay grade. But you have to be strategic about it. And even with that, regardless of how your strategy goes, you have to know your role. You got to know your role. Know where you fit in whatever you do and wherever you go. Know your role. If you know your role, you be all right. Soon as you don't know your role, they're going to be problems. They're going to be major problems. Know your role, homie, and you be good to go. You will be cool in the game. I'm run from Run DMC like Cool's from Cool in the Gang. Oh, Emily Dunlap in the house. I said, Emily, what's going on, M.E.M.? How you feeling? I see you hiding it. You know what I mean? Crunched in there like a piece of cheese. You in there like a piece of cheese. You know what I'm saying? You melting in there over the burger, between the burger and the bun, some ketchup. You throw some ketchup on you. What's up, Emily? All right. All right. Shirley Short says, Omar, your face is blurry, but I can see those muscles. Why did I say muscles instead of muscles when she spelled it right? I can hear voices in my head. I'm sorry that the show is buffering, yo. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense because I not only put this PC to sleep, I not only restarted it, I totally shut it down. restarted it. So if y'all can bear with me, let me see what it look like. Let me see we'll see what it look like when I'm on the mic. As we know our role. My role is on this messed up network when it decides to act fool. It decides to act fool. Let me see. Yeah, so it's definitely buffering. It's definitely buffering. It could be worse, but it's not what we're looking for. The delay is all crazy. It look like I'm in slow motion. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with the God. Bear with the God. So I'm thinking. You know what? It's not. It hasn't even just been. It hasn't just been YouTube. It's also Blog Talk. I was having connection issues with T-Mobile earlier. I don't know. You know, this must be like a Mercury retrograde type of day. But nonetheless, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Business Show. I'm your host on 752, and we are talking about knowing where your place is. Do you know your place? As a man and a woman, do you know your place? There seems to be a lot of confusion about exactly where a man and a woman's place is nowadays. You know, you listen to the LGBTQ nowadays, they can't even define what a woman is. So if they can't even define what a woman is, if they don't want you to know, yeah, until I wasn't saying nothing. I was like, when it EU freeze. EU freeze. Shout out to EU, the old go-go group. Back in the 70s, baby. All right. But yeah, man, knowing, like I said, with the LGBTQ, they're trying to confuse us as to, well, they're trying to put some confusion out there as to what exactly a woman is. So of course, if we allow them to not even be able to define what a woman is, then they're not going to be able to define exactly what a woman's place is, what a woman's role is. Same thing with a man. But it seems to be a woman thing. They don't seem to have a problem identifying what a man is. But the whole woman thing, one thing is for sure. When it comes to the LGBTQ movement, women definitely have I would say they have a stronger role than the men. I don't know if y'all would agree with that, but I think that they have a stronger role in that organization than men do, because it seems like most of them are going towards woman empowerment, whether you're talking about feminism or whether you're talking about advancement or whether you're talking about so-called equality. You don't hear them talking about a gay man needs to be able to do this. Most of the gay men want to be what? Women. Now you could say, yeah, but the gay women want to be men. No, not really. You want to be gay women. I know that sounds weird, right? You might not agree with that, but that's how it seems to me. It seems like gay men want to be women, and gay women want to be gay women. They don't want to be a man, so to speak. They just want to be able to do what a man does. I don't know. Wow. Ansel says, hold on. Hold on. Did I lose it? Ansel says LGBTQ is going to buy a vial next. I think you're right, man. I do. They are doing through VR and AI, virtual reality and artificial intelligence. Still there. Leave it alone. The L's and T's are making you buffer. You know, you may be right. But they ain't do it last night. Wait till the warm day. You know, this has been the warmest day of the week. I guess they say, yeah, we're gonna get them today. Emily says it's really choppy. I'm sorry, y'all. I that's the thing about YouTube. You can't fix it in real time. You know what I mean? I wish we could take it back to analog, where I could have some antennas that I could fix it with the antennas. To fix it with the antennas, baby. We need to bring back analog. This digital ain't what it's cracked up. It ain't all it's cracked up to be. We need to get back to analog. You could fix analog right then and there. You could fix it. Emily says, I'm gonna need another show. You get one tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I promise. Dang. Look, the bell rung. Cheryl says, some people assume their place instead of getting clarification. That's what makes men and women get their feelings hurt. Yep. That's true. It's very true. It's very true. It's not even true just because I agree with it. But it's definitely true because I agree with it.
60 seconds.
Stacey White says some of those monsters do want to be a man. You're right about that. You're right, Stacey. You're right. Because some of them do want to be called Mister. What we doing, man? What we doing? What we doing? Says some of the monsters want to be a man. Emily says, I went all the way out and came back. It ain't gonna make a difference, man. You know, sometimes we just have to chalk one up. And I think this is the one we're going to have to chalk up. But let me see. Because I think I know what we're talking about tomorrow.
10 seconds.
I think. Oh, yeah. Make sure you're tuned in tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the decline of the daddy's girl. Since it's Father's Day weekend, right? Right? It's Father's Day weekend. And, you know, when you think about what the daddy's girl represents, when a young woman grows up to be a grown woman, and she has a really close relationship with her father, you notice that she's a different type of woman than the rest of the women that are out here. But when we talk about the decline of the daddy's girl tomorrow, what we're going to be talking about is what happens when she was a daddy's girl, but circumstance indefinitely emotionally from her father. She grew up a daddy's girl, but now she mad at her dad. She not talking to her dad. She ain't down with her dad. The decline of the daddy's girl, and why we see so little amounts of daddy's girl than we may have used to when we were coming up. The decline of the daddy's girl tomorrow on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, 1 o'clock. So make sure y'all come through and check it out. Carol says, boo, I have to work tomorrow. Man, I got to work tomorrow too. Well, I'll be getting off in the morning, but you know what I'm talking about, Cat. You know what I'm talking about, Cat. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's do the birthday shout out. Let's do the birthday shout out. Let's do the birthday shout outs. Hold on. Damn, it's the 17th. It's the 17th of the month. Are you kidding me? All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 17th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Keisha Marie. Happy birthday to you. And also Anita Atwell, turning 42 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Mary Queen of Faith, turning 61 years old today. And Real, turned 50 years old today. And also Faithful Kingdom Faith, turning 50 years old today. And Candace Candy Ware, turning 42 years old today. And Shanette Clater, turning 33 years old today. And Marilyn M. Miles, turning 47 years old today. And Nancy McKenzie, turning 40 years old today. And Yolanda Jenkins, turning 54 years old today. And Willette McCoy, happy birthday to you. And my cousin over there at 4th and 110. Yo, that's my peeps. Belinda Collier, known to the family as Tiny. Happy birthday, Tiny. Turning 67 years old today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And also Terry Nance, turning 100. I don't even believe I opened my mouth to say that. Happy birthday to you, Terry Nance. And Aisha Muhammad, turning 40 years old today. A lot of birthdays today on the 17th. And Shami Camara, turning 30 years old today. And Daniel Wilson, happy birthday to you, my brother. And Cooper Sandra, turning 60 years old today. Matter of fact, 68 years old today. And Jay Dixon, turning for the day. It's funny how you can be best friends with somebody and then y'all not best friends no more. But that was my man, Derek Witherspoon. Happy birthday to you, D. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anybody and everybody else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 17th. I hope that today finds you in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. You rock out, rock on, and do the damn to rock out, rock on, and you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, check it out. Knowing your place, knowing your role, knowing where your place is. If you know your place and you understand what your place is and where your place is, it will go and take you very far as getting what you want, understanding where you are, being able to plan for something better, trying making moves to improve yourself in any area, in any way, at any time, doing anything. And I encourage you to do just that. I encourage you to do just, you're going to do your thing. It's going to be like, and everything is going to be your ride. Yeah. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow for the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, y'all be good, be safe. And I check y'all out tomorrow. And if not, I'll check y'all out the next time. One way or another, we gonna check each other out. All right. So Blog Talk, let me get you out of here. Peace. So I gotta get you on up out of here. We go bye. Stacey White says, I believe I was my daddy's favorite child. That's what's up. But were you a daddy's girl, though? You can be your father's favorite, but are you a daddy's girl? Because being a daddy's girl has everything to do with how you feel about him. All right, for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers.
Goodbye.
Shut up. Like I said, for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace, y'all.